we have a special episode, a bonus episode, not even Christmas yet, featuring Henry and Priscilla, a dynamic duo that hails all the way from Papua New Guinea. Kudos to you if you know where that is and you can put it on the map. These two have very fascinating and interesting stories. They're both multi-talented people who are actively involved in many projects here in Rzeszów. Henry actively coaches and plays rugby when he's free. Priscilla is the current president of an international youth organization called ISAC. By the way, it's also her birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Henry and Priscilla. Welcome, welcome. Just a fist bump here. How are you doing, my man?
Good, my man, good.
Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Oh, great to be here. Great
Nice
to
to have you. Happy birthday, Priscilla, by
Thank
the way.
you.
We really appreciate you being here on your birthday. You got a bit of a birthday glow going on, so yeah.
well.
Hope it'll radiate into the conversation. We're going to have a good time. All right, guys,
Great.
we'll start from the beginning. PNG, Papua New Guinea. For those who might not know where it is, tell us where it is and how your journey was to get here. We'll start like that. You can go first,
So-
Henry.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll go first. Well, Papua New Guinea, well, we're a fruit salad, I'll say that. Yeah, we're a whole bunch of stuff mixed together into one country. We're a very diverse country. We speak over 850 languages.
Hold on, how much?
850 languages.
850 languages.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
So how many do you speak? 200?
I wish, but no, I speak 3. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's like English.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously English. Then my own native language called Tuaripi.
Tuaripi.
Tuaripi, that's it, man. You got it great, man. You sure you're not from PNG, man?
Yeah, well, in another life, maybe.
Yeah, and then the third one is our common tongue, our common language, which is called Tok Pisin. It's a pidgin, so you know, like the Nigerian
Ah,
pidgin.
yeah,
it's a
okay. So
created
similar
thing,
to what I know. Cool. Priscilla, what languages, how many do you speak from home?
Well, in my household, we only speak English and Pidgin because my parents come from two different provinces and they don't speak their own language.
Yeah.
So I just speak the common ones, like
Cool.
English and Pidgin.
So you were brought up in a kind of like a diverse household, though.
Yes.
How's that? So
kind
how
of.
different are the cultures, even though it's the same country, but from the different regions? So like you said, your parents are from two different regions.
Yeah. So my mom is from the mountains.
Okay.
And my dad is from the coast. So
Right.
my dad has like beaches and nice. It's warm. And my mom's place is always cold. And when I go there, it's like I need a jacket and it's freezing all the time. And yeah, it's in the mountains. So, and the culture is very different.
Cool. And where did you grow up now? In the mountains or by the coast? Or are you in the middle? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in the town. So it was in the coast.
Yeah.
But not where my parents are from. It's a different.
Got it.
Yeah.
Super interesting. I must say, guys, when I first arrived here, I thought I took the cup as coming from the furthest place. And then I met you guys.
Yeah.
You said, okay, Papua New Guinea. I Googled it. I was like, oh my gosh, these guys are from far. I thought it took me a while. So how long does it take for you to fly from Papua New Guinea to get here to Poland? How many hours is that? And where do you fly? You flying direct? You going through Asia? How does it work?
It took us like a total of, it was a really long flight. It took us like 20
Around 30.
Yeah, 30 hours
if
of
you
flight.
include the
30 hours.
Yeah, the
the
waiting in
transit.
between, the
Yeah.
transits and stuff like that. So we took off from Port Moresby Jackson International Airport. We took off, landed in Singapore. We stayed a total of like 6 hours there.
probably, yeah.
And
I
then
forgot.
and then it was such a long wait. From there, we flew all the way to, was it Dubai or Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, it was Dubai.
Went to Dubai.
And then to Warsaw and then Rzeszów.
Wow. So it took a while.
Yeah, it took a pretty long while, but we knew that we were close to. The next stop was Warsaw, Poland, because as soon as we got in the plane, you just see these people coming in and they start taking these little shots. And I was like,
okay.
Polish people. Here we go.
Already. Well, we'll use that to deviate. Okay. Polish culture. You've already mentioned the shots. How's it been adjusting? Priscilla, we'll start with you. How's it been adjusting from your culture in PNG to the culture here in Poland?
Well, I will start with something, a culture shock for me.
Yeah.
So I was in New York
Okay.
the first time. Like I came to Galeria Rzeszów, and I was like, okay, let's check the mall out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I went in, and there was this lady who was just standing, and like someone who helps in the shop.
Shop assistant.
Yes. And she was like, Dzień dobry. And I was so shocked. Like in PNG, you won't hear, like the shop assistants are there, but they won't greet you
Okay.
like that.
All right.
And I was like, why is she talking to me? Are you talking to me? But then I was like,
Interesting.
no, it's okay. Yeah. And it was like, for a while, I was like, are these people like actually talking to me? I didn't understand it.
Wow.
But after a while, I got used to it, and I actually like it. Like, it's like a courtesy, and it's nice. Yeah.
Nice.
So now every time I go in, I don't wait for them to say like Dzień dobry. I say it.
Oh, you're okay. All right.
Yeah, because
you're the
like-
one proactive.
Yeah.
Dzień dobry, cześć.
Well, you can say that.
Okay, cool. Henry, what about you?
Well, for me, it took me quite a while because I found the language, pretty intense.
The language is quite hard, isn't it? It's a lot of
it is. Yeah, it's like it was a good workout for the mouth, though. I was like, yeah.
You know, I realized when I started to practice Polish, my mouth would feel tired afterwards. Like it's like moving in ways that you didn't think were possible. Like, how do you even make that sound? You know?
Yeah, I remember it was like I had a video call with my mom, and she was like, "Son, it's been like 2 weeks, but your cheeks are getting like puffy." I was like, "You getting fat?" I was like, "You have no idea, Mom. It has nothing to do with food."
Oh my gosh, it's all the exercise from speaking Polish, and I just
Polish class.
Yeah, but the transition has been lovely, because I think there's, even though the traditions and the language are different, the similarities between how people carry themselves around, that compared to Papua New Guinea is almost the same. So,
Really?
So the level of respect that people have
so
for
it's
each
a very
other.
respectful culture you're coming from.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
So,
and you'd say that it's the same here?
It's the same here, and my time here has been just full of people that have interest and like respect for me. Like they hear about the culture I come from, like knowing like we speak a lot of languages. Then they ask me, "Wow, like how do you guys get along with each other?" And then we explain to them, and they go, "Oh wow, that's actually wonderful." So yeah. Surprisingly though, it was easy to adjust because there's a lot of Polish people in Papua New Guinea. Yeah.
Really? And do you know why that is? Like, how crazy is that there's a lot of Polish people there, but there's not a lot of you here?
Yeah. I wish it was the other way around.
Yeah.
But yeah, they came there. Well, they went to PNG as missionaries. Just a couple of
through the church.
Through church.
Yeah.
Doing missionary work. So yeah, that's how they got there. So there's like third, fourth generation Polish people.
Wow,
there. Yeah.
all the way in PNG.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that was, I think, being in contact with people there, helped me, just at least have a little bit of idea about, Polish people, Polish culture, and it sort of helped me adjust quickly. But still, the language, though.
Language is a tricky one.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I remember, it's taken me a while as well. How about you, Priscilla? How's the language for you? How's it been learning Polish? Do you know Polish already? Mówisz po polsku? How are you?
I love languages. I just like to learn it, but I'm terrible at learning languages. I try Duolingo to learn Russian and Polish, and I'm still bad at it, but I really want to understand it and learn it. So I hope that someday I will.
So you love learning languages, but the languages don't love you.
Yeah, they don't for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Okay, so you guys have come from really, really far away places. I think everybody that's come from a very far away place to Poland has like it hits you moment. That moment where you're like, wow, I'm here. Like I know obviously you've gone off the plane and physically you're in a different place. But for example, for me it took a while. When I got here, maybe a week, and then something happened. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually not home. This is a different place. Did that happen to any of you? That moment where it just hit you like, oh, I'm here, or what was the biggest difference that you saw when you arrived?
For me, I think it's the weather. It just hit me in the face because
What time of the year did you arrive?
We arrived here close to when like autumn was ending and winter was like about to start. So yeah, the cold air was waiting for us, just ready to embrace us. So,
Did you have any warm jackets before you came?
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I didn't come prepared for this. I came with like one little jacket, and I was like, man,
Yeah, I found when I came from Zimbabwe, my warmest jacket actually, my winter jacket, my warrior jacket. You wear it here in Poland, it's like a T-shirt. Doesn't do much. Doesn't do much. Yeah, you gotta. I'd always tell people, if you arrive here, straight to the mall, buy yourself some clothes, then continue.
Yeah, so I guess for me that was that moment of realization.
Okay. Priscilla, what about you?
For me would be the time difference, because it's 9 hours away. It was like warm. Yep. I mean, it was cold, but I always go to my mom's place, and it was similar. It's probably always autumn there, so it wasn't like it was similar for me. But the time was like, oh God, am I supposed to sleep now or like?
That's crazy.
It took me about 2 weeks or something to adjust to the time.
That's a while.
Yeah, I was like up during the night and sleeping during the day.
The time difference is like 11 hours. Right?
11?
Right? 11, 9? Is it 9?
9 hours.
9 hours.
9 hours still, I mean, okay, so how does it work when you're calling your friends on your parents back home? Like now, you gotta really plan it out, like when they're when you're waking up, they're like already almost done with the day or vice versa. How's that planning it? Do you ever get the time zones mixed up sometimes?
Yeah, sort of, especially my mom. My mom doesn't care about time, you know. To her, like, it's morning, Henry's up. You know.
Morning in PNG, huh?
Yeah, but then she calls and I don't answer. She starts sending me,
where are you, son?
Yeah, where are you? Where are you? Do you know there's COVID around? It's like,
moms will be moms. It doesn't matter where they are. What about you with the time zones? How does it relate to?
Oh, God. You know, I came and I was with a roommate. And my mom would call me around 3 a.m. And I'm like, Mom, I live with someone and she's sleeping. Please.
It's always the moms.
It's always the moms.
Don't call me at this hour.
All right. So I take it you guys are both family-oriented people, close to your family. How did your family react when you told them I'm going to Poland? Priscilla, we'll go with you.
Well, for me, my parents always encourage me to explore my dreams and whatever I want to do. They just support me. And when I said I'm going far away, they was like, okay, we will miss you. But if it's what you want, it's fine.
Nice. So you had that support. That's great.
Yeah.
Henry?
Yeah, for me, like, I'm the first in my family to, go study abroad. Yeah. So it was a big thing. It was
trailblazer.
Trailblazer, man. So it was a very momentous occasion for, my family. But, I'm a mommy's boy, so
respect
my mom,
to you.
Yeah. Power to the mommy's boy. Yeah, so like my mom was bawling. She was just crying.
Shame, man.
Time to time, she still let loose a little bit of tear, and I try to like, come on, Mom, just.
I'm sure she misses you. Yeah,
she does. Yes, yeah, it was a bit of like mixed emotions. They were like excited for me, but also, sad at the same time. Yeah.
Tell me, guys, is it common for people from PNG to go study in like really faraway places? Because like, look, you're close to Australia, so I'd understand Australia or maybe even mainland Asia, but like Europe, Poland, is that a common thing? Have you bumped into people from PNG before here?
No, not really. I mean, we bumped into a few here, but not a lot.
Okay.
Like you said, like we live near Australia, so mostly everyone goes to study in Australia. That's,
I would imagine.
Yeah, but here, Europe, not a lot, So I guess that's why when we came here, a lot of people were surprised.
PNG, that's fun.
So. To answer your question, and not a lot of people, and I hope that we, break that mold and help,
the trailblazers,
trailblazing,
show them the way.
Showing them the way, man.
Safe.
Yeah. So like Moses, we're just gonna open the Red Sea for the PNG people.
We look forward to seeing more people from PNG. How did your friends react, Priscilla, when you tell them, okay, guys, I'm leaving to Poland?
They were shocked. Yeah? They were like,
Pol what?
What?
Pol where?
Poland?
Pol who?
Yeah, but my friends were like encouraging and they were happy for me. Yeah,
fantastic.
Because in PNG you don't get to even travel within PNG or abroad. It's very expensive, if I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me to come to even Europe, it's like, oh wow, amazing. And yeah, my friends were just like happy for me.
Well done to you. What a nice opportunity.
Yeah.
Henry, you mentioned a bit before that the weather was a tricky one for you to adjust to. If I'm correct, there's probably not a lot of snow in PNG.
Snow? Nah, it's
Oh.
nothing, man.
Yeah. Okay. So how
Yeah.
was it? How was it when you saw your first snow? This winter we've had a lot of snow this year. Did you do like the
Definitely,
taste it
man.
and yeah? How was that?
I just did like a nice little, snowball, and I
Uh-huh.
just like,
Oh, you ate it, huh?
I just ate it with love. I promised a friend of mine, I was like, yo, if I get
Yeah?
snow, I'm gonna eat it for you. I was like, please do that. So I was like, I
Oh
will
my
do just
gosh.
that. So when I got that, I was like, I will always tell my kids later on when I do have kids, yeah, you see this mount, your daddy ate snow. There was snow on it.
What about you, Priscilla? How was it with the snow? Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Had you seen
Oh,
snow
I love
before?
it.
Oh, you love it? Okay, it's for
I
you.
love how the environment looks everywhere is so wide and it's so beautiful.
True.
Like even in the night or during the day, it's beautiful for me.
Yeah, that's
I
so
feel
true.
it's nice on pictures, but for me, after like 2 weeks, I've had enough. Like it was good. I took my pictures. I
God.
sent them home. I did the
No.
snow angel. I've done it all. You can go now.
You can go
Just
home now. All right.
Someone switch on the heater, please.
No, it wasn't for me.
Yeah?
When snow started, like it stopped for a while and then it came back like really hard. So when it stopped, I was in the kitchen and I looked out the window and I saw like, oh, it was melting, and I thought the guy that shovels the snow
Yeah,
away
took everything.
took
huh?
everything out, and I'm like, why did this guy take all the snow out? Like he could have just taken it off the pavement. Why he took it off the grass, and like everywhere there was no
Yeah,
snow, and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no.
All right, cool. Tell me about traveling, guys. Have you traveled around in Poland? And Priscilla, abroad, I believe you've taken a few trips as well. So, yeah.
Yes, so I had a list
All
before.
right, you had a blacklist, huh?
I had a list when I was young. I just had it somewhere, and I had a list of things I wanted to do, and one of them was to see at least 7 architectural structures. And I picked like Sydney Harbour because it was near me,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen it yet. But and then there was the Coliseo and
Nice.
the Stonehenge and the tower. Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. You didn't pick, things that were close to you, man. All the
Uh,
way in
yeah,
PNG,
like
yeah?
I was just dreaming, a
Okay.
kid. And I didn't think I will actually see something.
All right.
But when I came here, I was like, cool, I can actually go somewhere. So where should I go? And I saw like, okay, Paris is like near.
So you went to Paris?
Yes, it was spontaneous, but I did.
All right.
And it was amazing. I loved the city.
Was that like a dream come true?
Oh my God, it was. And I will go back someday.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. And anywhere else you've been to so far? How about in Poland?
In Poland, I was with Henry. We went to Gdansk.
Ooh, up north of the coast.
Also, the 3 cities.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gdynia, Gdansk, and
Sopot.
Sopot.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you find it, Henry? How was it there?
I was catfish because it looked really, it looked really nice and warm, and I just like as soon as we got to
No.
Sopot, I was like, yes! I just ran straight into
Oh
the
my
water, and then
gosh.
I tiptoed back. I was like, no,
no,
Oh, yeah.
water's cold.
You're a coastal person, You've
Yeah.
grown up near the ocean. Yeah. I said to one of my friends when we went there that you guys forgot to pay for the heating because growing up, Zimbabwe is a landlocked country, but we used to go a lot to South Africa. They've got really nice beaches there. In Mozambique,
Yeah.
they've got excellent beaches. So that's it's warm. The ocean
Yeah.
is warm. When you go to the beach, you can just jump in the water and not be afraid. And it was
Yeah,
like
so
fun.
that's what I was expecting, but
Here,
but
man, you like put in the toilet. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah. But still, it was good to see the beaches again.
Yeah.
And Sopot is, I think, is one of my favorite cities in Poland. I've been to a number of these
Yeah.
cities. I've been to Lublin, obviously Warsaw, the capital.
Big city lights.
Gdansk is also nice.
Yeah,
and the 3
super
cities
nice.
are really interesting.
Yeah,
So
but the
there's
coast
like,
they're really nice.
yeah, so it's like a metropolitan city, and then you have like the historical cities like Gdansk. So it's like,
Yeah.
So my trip there, I think the memorable one would be at Gdansk and Sopot.
Nice. If you could rank your top 2 ones, which ones would they be?
Ooh.
And here in Poland, if you could go back again, just 2.
I'd put Warsaw third. Top 3, so Warsaw
Yeah.
third. Sopot and Gdansk. I'll just put them together because
Okay.
I was just
Hard to
commuting.
differentiate, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then surprisingly, number 1.
Yeah.
It's a gesture. Not too big, not too small. It's just right.
And everything is there, you know.
Yeah, it's just
all you need.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys obviously came here to study.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a bit about that. What are you doing? What are you studying? Why that program?
So I am studying IT.
Okay, yeah.
And it's something, it's not really what I wanted to do.
Okay.
It's just I stumbled into it, and I actually I want to teach in the future.
All right.
I want to teach the next generation what I know, so, and something in the technical industry. So I think that IT is a little bit technical, so yeah, that's why I chose IT and master degree, because I want to teach at university, not high school.
No, you don't want the high school kids, huh? No. Little terrorists, those are, yeah.
Yeah, it's too much.
Henry.
Yes, I study here at wonderful UITM, Masters in International Management.
All right, what's that about?
Yes, it's just, basically as the word says, you know, it's management. So
yeah.
It's like a, you know, little bit of accounting, some economics, and, you know, but mostly just management-based subjects and units and courses. So yeah, it's, for me, it's something that I really wanted to study.
Okay.
Because for myself, management is a huge issue in not only just Papua New Guinea, but a lot of developing countries, which I'm sure Zimbabwe, you would agree with me on that.
Too. We're on that list.
So for me, coming here and to study, you know, international management, you know, was to help me get, you know, some knowledge about management and go back and try to, you know, implement it in my country and, you know, improve, you know, the management of, you know, people, you know, the resources, you know, and management in general. So, yeah, because I plan to work in the government. So.
Right, so you want to go back?
Yeah, so I want to go back, work for the government, and yeah, hopefully make some change in there, you know, with some,
there we go. That's what we want to see, the young people rising up, right?
Exactly. It's the whole idea. Yeah. Yeah, trailblazing, man.
That's what it is. That's been the word of the talk today. Okay, so your plan is to... So when do you guys finish, by the way? How much more do you have?
This is our final year.
So this is it? Yeah, in June, huh?
Yeah, in June.
Yeah,
in June.
All good things come to an end, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Sadly.
Yeah. I'm sure you've enjoyed. Now, we didn't touch on this before, but you've mentioned, you keep saying we. You guys came with some other people, didn't you, when you arrived?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Like, did you pick that up? Yes. Well, I didn't even realize I said we. I mean, we've been saying we. Yeah, we came with 7 of us in total, right?
Wow, it was a whole team?
Yeah, it was a whole team.
You get your own plane as well, or?
Unfortunately, we were stuck together in that same 30-hour flight.
Yeah?
Yeah,
awesome.
so...
How many are you? So you're 7? Already?
Yeah, 7. So there's 2 of us, there's 5 back at the dorms.
Yeah.
So,
and you all came together. How's that been, Priscilla? How's it? Because a lot of people, even myself, for example, other international students come by themselves, you know, and then you make friends when you come here. But I feel like that's quite cool, isn't it? Where you've got 6 plus people that you... Yeah. Did you know these guys before you came, or did you all just meet at the airport? How?
No. We were studying at the same university.
Oh, wow. So you guys go way back. You got a bit of history, huh?
Yeah, we do.
Nice. So how's that been? How's that been coming with a support group almost? Like, how has that helped you in your transition to adjusting to Poland?
Well, we speak our language. It's really helpful, and like it's therapy. You don't speak English all the time. You need to sometimes talk in your own language, and it's really
so true.
It's really good to have someone from home to talk to. Yeah, and understand, like you understand your culture, and so like a group like that is really supportive, and like. You just, if I came alone, I would like be lost probably.
Such a nice blessing.
Yeah, but I was lucky to have people with me. So
that's amazing. Henry, how's that been for you, having your group?
Yes, like what she said. I think being with the group here helped us, like, you know, adjust better to this place, because it didn't make us really miss home, because like she said, you know, you have people that speak the same languages with you, so it felt like you weren't really alone, you know, in a different place. You had like you said, a support system. So I think for us, we are very fortunate that we came with a you know, big group like this, not a lot of students have that, you know,
For
that
sure. No, for
opportunity.
sure.
You know,
That's
most
true.
people come by themselves,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Lone
So
soldiers.
yeah, for me, it's been very helpful for me, you know, in getting myself settled.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the trip to Gdansk earlier. So when you guys went, it was the whole
Yeah,
crew.
yeah.
You guys stayed like in one apartment, like fitting all 8 of you on the couch, or how did it?
Yeah, we stayed in one apartment. Well,
Two,
two different apartments.
Yeah.
Her.
We couldn't fit
There was
one.
5 of us in one, so obviously we gave all the, you know, the good stuff to the girls, like, yeah, get the nice room. The
What
boys,
a gentleman!
yeah,
What a gentleman! We'll be sure
hit
to
the
highlight
floor.
that. We'll delete that in the recording.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Priscilla, I mentioned in your intro you are the president-elect of an organization called ISEC. Care to tell us a bit about what it is and what you do?
Well, okay, sure. It's just the title. I don't see
No need to be
myself.
humble now, but okay. All right, fine. You're the leader. We'll say you're the
Okay,
leader.
I'm the leader.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So, well, basically, ISEC is a great organization. Basically, we help young people to find themselves in the world and like see how they fit into society, and the organization strives to build leadership in people. So, like, I didn't know about it before I came to Poland, and I got an email from this university about it, and then I joined as a member last year, 1 year ago, before COVID.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, and then COVID came and everything went down, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's how it went.
But the lesson learned from there is, regardless of what situation comes, we need to, like, if you want something in life, you just have to go for it and take it.
That was inspirational right there. That hit me in the face.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
be
thank you.
inspirational.
needed a bit of that. All right. Fantastic.
So ISEC just gave me, I wouldn't even be here to talk seriously if it wasn't for ISEC, because after being in the organization for a while, I gained some courage to actually talk.
Confidence,
confidence, and just talk to people and voice my opinions. Like, I'm not this person who can go and just like give a talk to some people.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you're going back home, you know, a different person almost, in a good way. Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah.
Great. So thank you for that, and that's quite inspirational as well. Just talking about what it's done for you and how you've enjoyed being a part of that. Okay, Mr. Henry, you're a sports guy.
Yes, sir. I love my rugby.
Rugby, is it?
Yeah.
Is that a popular game in PNG?
Oh yeah, it's a national sport, man.
Okay.
We love our rugby back home. I've been fortunate when I arrived here. You know, I never thought, you know, I mean, obviously rugby is not that popular here in Poland, but it is played though. So I was after like just 2 months probably after, you know, settling in, starting school here. I decided to just, like, out of curiosity, let me just search for some, you know, rugby clubs, and surprisingly I found one here in Rzeszów. So yeah, I joined them a year later, and yeah, I'm a player and a coach there. It's a very lovely club. It's one of the reasons that helped me, you know, be comfortable with you know, being here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very multicultural club. There's a lot of, there's other nationalities, Zimbabweans, there's Kenyans in there, we got some Ukrainians, and obviously myself, a Papua New Guinean. So yeah, we're hoping to get, more students, especially, from UITM, maybe the other, institutes as well, and academic organizations. Just because, from my experience, like I said, it helped me become very, settled here in Rzeszów, and really helped me a lot. So yeah, I've enjoyed my time, playing rugby here.
Coaching and playing, you do everything for them, don't you?
Yeah, well, not really. I mean, I don't want to say that. There's other coaches there too, so yeah. But
how old are the kids that you coach?
Oh yeah, so I coach the little minis. We call them minis. So yeah, the little between the 5 and 8-year-olds.
Okay, you got the junior.
Yeah, and then you have like. Is it junior? And then there's like micro, I think. I forgot. Okay. But yeah, but that's like 10 to like 12 or something, and then you
Alright.
have the juniors, so it's like 13 to like 18. So yeah,
Cool.
we take all of them, and I also, you know, train and play with the senior team. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been fun playing with you in the senior team.
Yeah.
What about tell me with the minis, language barrier? How do you coach? How do you pointing? Yeah, how does it work?
Surprisingly, with the kids, they understand, you know, English pretty well, which
Yeah?
makes the job easy. So you tell them to go ahead, they know the basics, so they know where to go. The tricky thing is like dealing with the energy, man. There's like, you tell them stay here, they're like, no, they run to
Bouncing
that
off
side,
the
bounce
walls,
back.
going there,
Yeah.
coming here, out your pocket and everywhere, huh?
Yeah, but they give you such like the, you know, the smiles on these kids, the energy they have, you know, it's fun being around them. It makes you become a little kid again when you're with them, you know.
That's a nice feeling.
So yeah, I wanted to develop the game here
Yeah.
in Rzeszów especially, and maybe hopefully the influence goes, you know, the kids that I train and coach, you know, go play with other clubs in the future and help spread
That's
the, you know,
amazing.
development of
Yeah,
the
and
game.
you want to
'cause,
give back to the game.
Exactly, you
Give
know.
back to the game, and you know, you never know where these kids will take it, like you
Yeah,
said.
true.
Cool.
Yeah, rugby has changed my life, so
Yeah.
I wanted the same thing to happen to them too. So yeah.
That's how it should be. What's one thing you would take back from Poland to PNG?
Respect
Yeah.
that I get.
Okay.
Like, you know, when I go anywhere, people just like dzień dobry and do widzenia. Like when they
Hi
leave,
and bye.
like they just say do widzenia and you don't even know this person, but
Yeah?
so
It's a nice thing, isn't it?
it's a nice thing, and it like makes you feel like warm.
Okay, so when you go back to PNG, you're just gonna be like,
Yeah.
Dzień dobry and everything to
No,
everybody.
no. I was talking my own language, but
that'll be
but-
boring now. You get them like,
okay,
what?
okay. I can try that.
Okay, do me a favor. Try it for the first week. Let me know how it goes. If it
I will
doesn't, if
definitely.
it doesn't work out, just go back to your own language and be a
After
bit
you
bored.
said it, I will try it.
All right, I hope we have a deal.
definitely.
I hope we have a deal. My man.
For me, I'd say the experience. Yeah, because I wouldn't pick one specific thing because everything that I've experienced here as a whole, you know, experience package
Okay.
in total has taught me a lot of things and changed my perspective about how I see the outside world.
Yeah.
You know? So for me, like I said, it changed my perspective, and I feel like it's made me become a more, you know, a global citizen now.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
Man of the world, I'm
Yeah, man of the world, you know, trailblazing. So yeah,
Haha, there we
word
go.
Word of the segment,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, so the experience there, that's my take from being here in Poland. Yeah.
All right. Two more questions to put you on the spot. Strangest thing you've done in Poland? Strangest, the weirdest thing that maybe someone back home wouldn't understand.
For me, I slept in a train on the
You
floor.
slept on
Yeah.
the floor in a train. Looking homeless, huh?
That was on that trip to Sopot. You know, we were tired.
Yeah.
It was a long trip, and our
You didn't
train.
buy a seat, or
We did, but there was a lot of us. There was like
No.
It-
We missed. No, we didn't miss our.
We didn't miss the train. That we arrived
Something
late in Warsaw,
happened.
Yeah.
and so the train was the next train was the next day. So I was like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we had to like
Layover.
we had to do a layover and
couple
stay
of
till the
hours.
morning, and, you know.
Oh,
So
man.
we're looking for how can we pass the time, and our
Yeah.
friends in Warsaw is like,
Let's go party.
let's go to a club. I was like,
All right.
bad decision I've
as
ever
young
done in my
people
life.
do? So you went to the club, and what happened afterwards?
Oh,
Yeah, so the good
you
thing.
know what happened?
The good thing, it fast tracked that time. I blinked, it was already morning. I was like, all right, yes,
All right.
let's be
Okay,
ready
and
for
did you
supper.
make the train?
We did, but we were so tired. You know, there was no space to sleep, so I was
Yeah?
like, "Yeah, you guys sleep here. I'll just crash on the floor." Because you know, I'm a long
Oh,
man.
my
I'm
goodness.
a tall
I
guy.
wonder how the Polish people took that, but
Yeah, you should see the.
it's a story for another
you should
day.
see the ticket master, the lady that came in. She just saw us close the door again. Went just like, no, I'm not gonna
No
deal with
questions asked, huh? No questions
Yeah.
asked. All right. Priscilla?
I can't remember a strange thing I did. I don't know.
You're a respectful person. You're not like Henry, who's going to
No,
sleep
no,
on floors and do
No.
and do reckless things like that. So that's great. I'm actually glad you didn't have an answer for that. Henry is a bit of a dodgy character, so of course. Fine. Last one. 3 words to describe your experience here in Poland. Don't overthink it.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Insightful.
Insightful.
And cold.
Oh, cold. Had to be in there. Yeah,
Oh,
Jimma.
maybe snow.
Yeah, snow. Okay, so you said insightful, amazing, and cold. Yeah, cold with
Mine
the
is called snow.
snow.
I
We
replaced
can put
it
cold.
with-
Cold with the capital C. My man.
Pierogi, pierogi, pierogi. That's all that.
For everybody watching at home, that's the national dish here. You haven't been in Poland if you haven't
Yeah.
tried it. So you're a big pierogi fan?
Big pierogi fan.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what I'll remember about Poland. You know,
You need to learn how to make them so you can take them back home.
Man,
Yeah?
I need to.
Start your own little, you have your own
Little Poland
shop
in PNG.
there, yeah? Little Poland in PNG, yeah? That's what you call it, huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to interview you. Thank you for the stories. And all the best going forward.
Thank you very much. It's been
Thank
great
you
here.
You, yeah, I'll give you one honorary fist bump as you go
Yes,
off. All right. Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Thanks.
So that was Henry and Priscilla giving us their take on life in Poland, coming all the way from PNG. Thank you, guys.
Z uśmiechu mojego i twojego narysuję księżyc. Połączę go gwiazdami na drogę. Przewodnik po szczęściu, zadyszka i śmiech. Zadyszka i śmiech. A czas wydłuży się 2 razy. 2 razy krócej, a objętość płuc nie zazna. Nie zazna granic, a ty nigdy już nie powiesz mi, że miłość jest trudna, a ty nigdy już nie powiesz. Zabiorę do podróży najpiękniejsze ptaki wodno-lądowe, bo ty warty jesteś więcej od przyziemnych spraw. Odlecą i odpłyną za granicę twoich zmysłów. Zrobią nam miejsce w spokojnych koronach mórz. Koronach mórz. A czas wydłuży się 2 razy. 2 razy krócej, a objętość płuc nie zazna. Nie zazna granic, a ty nigdy już nie powiesz mi, że miłość jest trudna, a ty nigdy już nie powiesz. Z uśmiechu mojego i twojego narysuję księżyc. Połączę go gwiazdami na drogę. Przewodnik po szczęściu, zadyszka i śmiech.